act like you like me. But when you not with me, you act like I'm not shit. I don't like dudes like that. I don't like dudes like that. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be recapping episodes 3 and 4 of The Sex Life of College Girls. But before we get into that, I want y'all to drop down and hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that's the type of content that you like, which obviously it is because you clicked on this video, then you might as well subscribe now, right? Now let's get into the episode. Let's get into Whitney, so I can go off on her real quick. So I'm a little bit upset that Whitney went back to the coach. They're dating again, still messing around. And of course, y'all already know he fed her that bullshit ass line like, oh, me and my wife, we're having problems. We're like basically divorced, but not really divorced. Like, I don't know when to tell her. Bitch, if you really wanted to leave, you would have left. And I know Whitney's 18, but that's just common sense. Kids are not. When you done, you done. So obviously, you're not really done. So you don't need to be with me until you're done. Matter of fact, I probably even would have went back with him, divorced or not. But that's just me. Let's get into Whitney. Like I said, they're still sneaking around, and after she confronts him about not going on a real date, not going out in public, all we do is have sex in your car, have sex in your office. Like, duh, bitch, that's because you a side piece. So after she goes off on him about not having done that, he decides to take her out on a date. Now, two things. This date is in the woods, in the back of his trunk. Like, not any better. And then second, she blows off her teammates that she just got cool with to go sit in the back of a trunk in the woods for this date. You're not making good life choices here, Whitney. You're not making good life choices. After their movie goes off, because it's more like a drive-in in the woods type thing, after that movie goes off, his phone is blowing up, right? And I was like, I thought you said no phones, no interruptions, but yeah, your phone is going off. So she allows him to check it. True side girl type shit. He decides to text his wife, we need to have a serious conversation. And lets Whitney read it. And she's all happy and geeked out and shit. But I knew that this happened. I knew it was going to be something to that, right? So I was thinking initially that he probably he probably like changed the name of his wife. Like, say it could have been like his brother, because before then, yes, I read all the messages, it was talking about their grandfather's will. And I was like, that's probably his brother, and he just put wife or something as their contact name, right? And then he was texting his brother and had her thinking it was the wife. People have done that before. And that's why, not to me. That's why it's good to have homeboys, because they put you up on game like that. So that's what I thought it was. But in all actuality, he was texting his wife, but when he got home, he was like, oh, it was an accident. I meant to text the other coach. Even his wife was like, because that was a dumbass lie. Like, you should have just done what I did, real play shit, and just changed the contact name and been texting your brother or somebody. Let's get into Layton, shall we? So, because she was underage drinking and vandalizing the statue of the person over their school or whatever, she ends up having to do 100 volunteer hours at the women's center. She's like, nope, don't want to do that. So when we get to the women's center, there are all different types of women. We have some lesbians, some non-binary people. We have just the whole mix. You know, very diverse, sticking with the diverse theme of this show. And Layton is just like on everybody's head. She's over it. She doesn't want to be there. She's being Layton. She's being rude. She's making comments. She's laughing at people. She's being Layton, right? So you're just kind of waiting for that character arc of Layton to change her ways, because you already know she's going to have to end up being nice or acceptable to other types of people. She can't be a bitch the whole time. Another storyline in this episode is she meets some random dude in the library and they have sex. Because like I said, Bella is that over-sexual character. But the thing is, she is turned off because he thinks that she's funny. and that's it. So she's like, she's more so into like, oh my god, you're hot, and he's like, oh my god, you're funny, and she's like, wait a minute now, what, am I hot to you, or do you just want to have sex with me because I'm funny? But she claims to be a romantic. So to me, the fact that a guy wants to smash you because he likes your personality is better than him wanting to smash you just because he think you look good. So she's a little bit trying to get it together, because she's never really had any sexual experiences or boyfriends. She said this, not me. So her way of looking at things is kind of flip-flop-ish. Kimberly in this episode gets tutored by Nico, Layton's brother, and you can just see the chemistry, like they're laughing and talking in French, they're getting to know each other's background story. So they decide to link up and go watch the Golden Girls, the French version of Golden Girls, because that's what Nico used to watch to help him learn French. And when she has the sweater on, she goes by the Golden Girls cake, and she goes to his frat house. He kind of blows her off as if he forgot, but not only that he forgot, it was kind of like I forgot and I don't care. And that was really, really heartbreaking. I was like, oh, Kimberly, she had the sweater, the cake, like she was ready. And it kind of had me thinking like, what's up with Nico? Like, when you with me, you act like you like me, but when you not with me, you act like I'm not shit. I don't like dudes like that. And I'll try not to get to it because I already saw the next episodes. So let's just go to episode 4, shall we? Episode 4 is all about the Kappa party, right? Let's start off with Layton. Layton and Whitney are thinking about rushing Kappa, which is a sorority, which is the sister sorority to her brother Nico's frat. I don't remember what frat they're in. But she's trying hard to fit in, and they're not feeling her. On the other hand, Kimberly isn't trying hard at all. Not Kimberly. Whitney isn't trying hard at all, and they are all on her dick. And to be honest, I personally think it's because she's black, and they don't have anything or anyone who is different. Everybody's kind of the same. So they're kind of like attached to Whitney. And I think it's more than just her being a senator's daughter. She's black, and no tea, no shade, but black is cool. So that's why I think they're all flocking to her. So because all the other girls aren't really feeling Layton, so she decides to pretend that she has a crush on her brother's friend because her brother's friend has a crush on her in order to get her foot in the door with the girls in the sorority. She decides to then sleep with said dude because he was kind of like, I don't know if you like me or not. And because Layton doesn't. If y'all don't remember, Layton's gay. So she don't like you, dude. But because she couldn't let her front down, she had to sleep with the dude to try to convince her that she actually does like him. And of course, she sees the girls from the Winter Center the next day while she's doing her walk of shame. She claimed that she don't sleep with people on the first date, but yeah, that same outfit and messy hair says otherwise. Let's get into Bella's storyline. So Bella got invited to a networking event, right? She speaks to one of her idols, only to let her be belittled by him while he's giving his speech. And it's because she's an ethnic woman. And this is what he said. He kind of made a joke about ethnic women and women in general taking jobs from them, aka straight white men. And she decides to stand up and address his crudeness, and everybody applauded her for it, and she was still thinking that it was going to be a career ruiner for her. On the contrary, it had the opposite effect. Like, everybody was fucking with her for after doing that, and they were like, yeah, that dude was an asshole, like, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, and they decided to still give like donations and their sponsor money to the cotillion. So it all worked out. Like, standing up for yourself, regardless if it had a good outturn or not, I feel like you would always feel good because you stood up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters, not being shitted on, especially for being a woman and for being ethnic. I sure am taking your job, and can't wait. And let's talk about that storyline real quick though. So like, y'all know Mindy wrote this show, and she is an Indian comedian woman. So I'm kind of trying to see if this is something, or you know how as a writer you put in personal experiences into your characters or into a storyline. So I kind of wonder if this is the type of conversations that she has had and things she has had to deal with. I'm pretty sure it is. in Hollywood. So I just want to like put that in real quick, especially because this is our Indian character and we have an Indian writer for the show. Kimberly does attend that same party with Bella, and she picks out this nice tight-fitting dress. She gets in cool with her coworkers even more after persuading other guests to tip them more by fake tipping them, even though she was really tipping them because she felt bad about them having to like wait on her. But they gave her money back, and like I said earlier, she helped them get more tips throughout that night. Kimberly was wearing this bomb ass dress, and she takes a picture and put it on her IG, and guess who comments on it? Nico. Nico comments on it with the little, with an emoji on top of that, with the bug-eyed emoji and the blushing face emoji. So it's like, okay, see, here you go with that shit again. Again, that hot and cold shit. You like me when we alone, but then when we around other people, you acted funny. So Nico, to be honest, is getting on my nerves. Kimberly is so like head over heels for him because he is cute, way cuter than her little high school sweetheart. And no tea, no shade, but she's not like a banging ass female either. Like, she's Arizona, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that Nico, a hot frat guy, likes her, it's kind of like, I feel like that's kind of fucking with her decision making as well. But that's it for episodes 3 and 4. Wow, that went by fast, right? Next, I will be recapping, obviously, episode 5 and 6. So in order to see that, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to stay tuned. Go ahead and give this video a likes up if you liked it. And what pissed you off the most in this episode? Was it Whitney going back to the coach, or was it Nico being a fake ass bitch? Y'all let me know. Until next time, it's a date.